Grant, we are creeping closer to the halfway point of the season, and some teams have really found their identity.
Yeah, that's right, B.A. We know who most of these squads are now, and their opponents do too. And as the year goes on, the better the scouting reports get.
Here's the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Manning the backcourt, it's Porter and Trent Jr. Inside, they have Giannis and Turner, and it's MP in at the small forward position. Milwaukee with the ball. After the Pistons picking up a basket just moments ago. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Trent. The three. Thompson pulls it in. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Now Harris. LeVert finds Harris. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Turner. Harris misses. Milwaukee's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Thompson against MP. Tipped. Oh, stolen by Harris. And the Pistons pushing it up now. Porter with the steal. Here's MP. What a tremendous game he played against Philadelphia. For three. And another miss by Milwaukee. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Pass to Harris. Out to Thompson. Hey, puts up a three. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. They've been playing excellent team basketball. 9 wins in a row.
Well, I think they've found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
And finally, a made shot. They look a little relieved after that one.
Here's Reed. Oh, and Turner with a block.
Well, you see just how threatening Turner is. Any shot that comes within reach of him is in danger. And I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Thompson outside. Pass to Reed. Now here's Cunningham. 6 on the shot clock. And Turner with the block.
Well, you got to be aware of Turner at all times. When he's nearby, he's more than capable of blocking the shot. All right, I'm just going to say it. He's 0 for the game. Might be time to stop shooting the ball.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Philadelphia played some superb basketball. He scored 53 points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. What a game for him, and against their rivals, no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
Great report there, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
And Stan, the Pistons' J.B. Bickerstaff, the runner-up last season for Coach of the Year.
Well, yeah, instead it went to Kenny Atkinson, who replaced him in Cleveland. But B.A. talking about landing on your feet, Bickerstaff showing again he can turn things around.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. And here's MP from outside. Just off on that shot. Just 1 for 7 in the game. Here's LeVert. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham.
Yeah, that's inexcusable. I mean, the defense must push LeVert farther away from the basket than that.
Pass to MP. Beyond the arc. Hits the trifecta. MP's got 6.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Cunningham against MP. And a foul called on MP. That's his first foul. And some changes here for Detroit. Bogdanovich has checked in for Thompson. And it's Robinson in for LeVert. Kuzma's checked in for Milwaukee. Cole Anthony comes in for Porter Jr. Now here's Harris. No made baskets yet. Rejected by Antetokounmpo. Tries it from the top of the key. And MP with a basket on the assist from Antetokounmpo.
Well, if you blinked, you missed MP getting that shot off.
Harris left side. Back to Cunningham. Releases. Drops one in from the wing.
Yeah, and Cunningham there, able to shoot with his feet set. That's one he knows he can hit.
Back to MP. 4-3. And then Turner with the dunk.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
MP getting it. And substitution here for Detroit. Reed's checked in for Klintman. Thompson comes in for Holland. Karis LeVert's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Sasser. And a new group getting ready for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Sims. MP comes in for Kuzma. Gary Trent Jr., he's checked in for Anthony. And it's Porter Jr. in for Rollins.
Yeah, and that's a confidence builder for Cunningham. Good to see him getting it done inside.
And it's Porter with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks, coming off that win against the Sixers.
And at the offensive end, they were lights out in that game. They found all sorts of ways to punish the D.
Yeah, and for a coach, seeing your schemes clicking like that is very rewarding.
They've got Karis LeVert, Asar Thompson out there with Duncan Robinson. Then there's Cunningham, and it's Reed in at center, filling out the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. The top pick in his draft, Cade Cunningham, was brought in to turn the Pistons around, Coach.
Well, absolutely, B.A., but people got frustrated that it didn't happen right away. But after some good personal years, but not so good for the team, B.A. Cade led the Pistons to the playoffs last year.
Reed passes to Robinson. LeVert outside. The 3 ball sinks the tray. LeVert's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Very consistent tonight in the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
On the wing, MP takes a 3. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Porter's got 3 assists tonight.
And they're going to have to pay more attention to him on the perimeter. He's hit 4 3-pointers already today.
And the foul called on MP. That'll be a second foul of the game. Harris is checked in for Robinson. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Turner, he's checked in for Portis. Porter with the steal. A minute 35 left in the second. Down low. Here's Antetokounmpo. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Antetokounmpo has got 6. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And how about their shot blocking tonight? I mean, creating doubt every time the ball goes up. They're there lurking.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, the Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Guys?
More to prove. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Detroit moving the ball around. Pass to LeVert. Cunningham on the wing. The 3 is up. The rebound by Turner.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Oh, he's a menace in the paint. Antetokounmpo.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
There's Cunningham with a 3. The rebound by Turner.
Wow, his shooting woes continues, and it's weighing down this offense.
And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, in terms of pure talent, Asar Thompson has loads of it. I don't know if he has a ceiling.
Detroit shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. 9 seconds left in the second period. From deep, MP. Nice D from Thompson. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Milwaukee out in front, up by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
The Timberwolves coping with the injury concerns. The thing about Edwards, he forces the defense to pay attention to him. He creates opportunity for everyone else. With him, gone.
And now let's talk about that first half for the Milwaukee Bucks. They're in a tightly contested game. Thanks for tuning in.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Well, Grant, we know teams are hunting triples like never before. What's the line before you get a little three happy, though?
Well, B.A., I don't care how well you're shooting it. If you have an opportunity to get to the rim, you have to take it.
Taking a look at the Bucks. Inside, they have Giannis and Turner. Manning the backcourt, it's Porter and Trent Jr. And it's MP in at small forward. And here's Porter outside. Sinks it from distance. Porter's gotten himself going here. His first point to the game on the deep ball. LeVert outside to the inside. Here's Cunningham. Here's the three. And the Pistons, another three.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Antetokounmpo finds MP. Fires from deep. The rebound by Detroit.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Antetokounmpo grabs the board. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. It's a one-point game. Stan, when you talk about Giannis Antetokounmpo, would you say he's one of the most unguardable players ever?
Well, BA's certainly got to be in the conversation. Besides maybe Wemby, we haven't seen anyone like Giannis when it comes to length and those long strides especially. Plus, he has that strength, too.
The long-range hit from MP.
You can bet MP will make a lot of those over his career.
The Pistons have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. MP really making a difference here.
Well, shutting down his three-point production has to be top of mind for this coaching staff. A new defensive approach is a must.
Trent against LeVert. Here's Harris. No good from the wing.
With that much room around him, it's hard to imagine he could have gotten a better shot.
And again for 3.
For this franchise now, he's hit the most threes in a single season. Unbelievable.
His incredible range stretches out the defense on a nightly basis. It's an invaluable element to this offense. Here's Cunningham. Gets some space and parries the jumper. Cunningham's got 11 points.
Well, he's always on the hunt. Cunningham's next shot is never far off.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And now a peek at some of the players competing for a spot in the dunk contest. All of them true dunk artists who can do some spectacular things in the air.
And I can't wait to see what these guys have dreamed up this year. The level of athleticism and creativity that goes into this contest is what makes it so incredible to watch.
You look at Thompson as the top vote getter, a good bet to be in this year's dunk contest.
And with his hops, he might be the favorite in the contest. Everyone wants to see him compete.
And there you have it. This year's dunk contest field looks incredible. We'll keep you up to date in the voting.
That is always a highlight of All-Star Weekend. Watching guys just fly through the air. And I enjoy watching all of the guys on that list slam it home. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Cunningham on the wing. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. And the foul called on MP. That's his third foul of the game. Portis, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Pass to Cunningham from outside the arc. Milwaukee with the rebound. Turner's got his 5th rebound in this one.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Cunningham against Porter. Oh, Cade powers it in.
Overall, this quarter, he's getting good looks, and he's taking advantage.
From deep, MP knocks down the triple. MP's got 14 points here in the second half.
I just love the ball movement.
Stolen by MP. Here's Portis. And then Portis with the dunk.
Nice slam. You can expect this to happen when you allow Portis to get strong positioning inside.
Here's Cunningham. And the shot is good. Harris making the play. Harris has got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, it looks like he hit the reset button at halftime. Not sure if it was a mechanical issue, but he's looked much more confident offensively. Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
That's 4 fouls for him tonight. He needs to pick his battles wisely going forward.
When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, at his height, what a combination.
You know, B.A., whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just beasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Holland, he's checked in for Reed. Bojan Bogdanovic, he comes in for Harris. Robinson, he's checked in for Thompson. And Sasser's subbed in for LeVert. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Anthony. And here's MP from outside. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Three-pointer. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
The former #1 pick, Cunningham, has dealt with some injuries, but when he...
Pistons will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Holland. Harris comes in for Bogdanovic. Thompson, he's checked in for Robinson. And LeVert subbed in for Sasser. And a new group getting ready for the Bucks. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Portis. MP comes in for Kuzma. Trent, he's checked in for Anthony. And it's Porter Jr. in for Rollins. LeVert outside. Here's Cunningham. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Cunningham's got 22 points.
Well, this is the story of the night for that defense. They have not been able to contain Cunningham.
Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. Cunningham is out there with Karis LeVert. And it's Reed in at the 5. That's the group for Detroit right now. Cunningham.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Milwaukee?
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
You also can't ignore the good job they've done rebounding on the offensive end tonight. That hustle has been well rewarded with second chance points.
MP against Thompson. MP! No good from 3!
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Cunningham. Outside Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Now Harris fires the 3. Can't get it to go. MP connects again from distance.
And that last 3 now ties him for the franchise record for most in a season. You know he's looking for that next one.
You talk about being locked in all year long. Next one sets the franchise record. What a season it's been for him. Puts it up from 12. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. MP's got 39.
Oh, MP. He got that tweener working.
Detroit moving the ball around. Thompson finds Harris. And a miss there on the triple. The Bucks leading by 19.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time.
Good! Another from three.
And he shattered the franchise's single-season high for three-pointers made.
Getting them up and connecting with high volume. He's been a flamethrower all year long.
Well, the precision with which MP shoots that thing seems supernatural, but it's all the result of long hours and a lot of reps behind the scenes.
Ooh, had a nice open look right there. 44 points for MP.
Well, tonight has been the MP show. And guys, they have to keep it simple. Just keep feeding MP the ball and keep seeing him add to that point total.
And Cunningham pulls it down.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Fires the three. The rebound by MP.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Picked by Reed. Cunningham has the open look. Cunningham can't get that one to fall. MP outside. Jacks up a three. Good. He hits again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. So this one belongs to the Bucks. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like...
I'm here with MP, who just set the rookie record for threes in a season.
Of course I did, Dom. This ain't...
Brian, back to you.
Okay, Dominic, thank you.
Welcome in, everyone. The NBA Cup has reached the knockout stage. Tonight, it's a quarterfinal in the East. In this game, we'll see. And this game starts the elimination round for the NBA Cup tournament. Both teams won their respective groups, but only one can advance.
Yeah, this tourney can kind of sneak up on you. Suddenly, the intensity is much higher, and so are the stakes.
A look at the Magic starting group. Both Wagners are out there, Franz at small forward and Mo at the center. The guard pair form will be Suggs and Bain. And it's Bancaro in at the 4 spot. MP's shot is good.
no hesitation at all there. MP rolls up with confidence.
Bain against Prince. Wagner wide open. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. The talented Paolo Banchero came up early in the conversation, and he told me Paolo is basically a 6'10" point forward. That presents matchup issues. We'll have to put our best wing defender on him, and even he will need some help. Banchero has incredible skills for his size. That is what makes him so good. Back over to you guys.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Well, at 6'10", GA, Franz Wagner provides great versatility to this offense.
Yeah, and he's a solid decision maker, capable of running the show. He's a gifted scorer and playmaker. Plus, he provides matchup problems with that size.
Stolen by Prince. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. Giannis dunks it down.
The combination of size and elite athleticism on full display from Giannis there.
Banchero is screened for Wagner. A three-pointer off the mark. Milwaukee has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And here's MP for 3. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
And a wide open look for Bain. That falls. Nice feed that time from Banchero.
When you look at his numbers, Desmond Bain is historically good from three-point.
Pass to Turner. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. MP, no good. And so it's Bain with it. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. They trail by 1. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Banchero. And there it is for him.
A reliable passer leave obvious openings, and Suggs is going to help his team take advantage of them.
Bounce pass out of Antetokounmpo. Pass to MP. A 3-ball. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
Well, it's clear he's frustrated. Just needs to slow things down a touch and let the offense come to him.
Hits it from three-point range.
Wagner always a threat from downtown, and I love the efficiency and solid mechanics of his shooting stroke.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. A different look for Milwaukee. Trent comes in for Taurean Prince, and Anthony subbed in for Rollins. Carter, he's checked in for the Magic. Black comes in for Jalen Suggs. A 3 from MP. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
The defense has to understand the scouting report on MP. He can make you pay from deep.
And Clark, the Magic with 2 good wings in Banchero and Wagner.
Yeah, they certainly have 2 of the better young wings in the league. Both forwards are outstanding at both ends of the floor. You know, it'd be kind of like a college football team with 2 gigantic tight ends. I mean, they're a physical duo, and that makes them formidable in every way.
Banchero, that's good.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
And the turnover again by Milwaukee. He's been on fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, MP.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense? Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup, and there's no telling just how different this team looks.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Goga Bitadze comes in for Wagner. And Wagner subbed in for Banchero. Black the pass to Carter. The Magic again can't hit. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they won their last contest. That game against the Pistons in Detroit. Back to Trent. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. MP, no good. Here's Orlando now. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Pass to Bain. Jacks up a 3. And no good that time. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Magic lead by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start. And if you're in for the Magic, Jalen Suggs comes in for Black. Bucks leading by 7. Portis will function as the pivot with Antetokounmpo by his side. Rollins is out there with Prince, and it's MP in at the small forward spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Pistons had a huge game. He dropped 50 points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just...
Dallas showing creativity.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdown.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. So for the Magic, their last game, a loss to the Knicks. Carter with a screen on Rollins. Puts up a 3. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
This is definitely a day he'd like to forget. He just hasn't had the energy or the intensity to get it done out there. He's still scoreless. Well, if he can somehow get into a rhythm offensively, I think they could stretch this lead.
Basket good. Wagner's got 9.
The coaching staff encouraging Wagner to take these quick hitting shots. They think it helps his confidence moving forward.
MP, no good. The Magic trail by 10. Wagner outside. Green by Batadze. Lets it go from 11. And it's Wagner missing. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 20-6 run. Well, when you watch Franz Wagner, Clark, what impresses you about the young forward?
His versatility and his motor are probably the 2 things that stand out. He does a lot of good things at both ends of the floor. And then you factor in, he takes great pride in playing the game, particularly when playing for his country and representing Germany. In 2023, when Germany played at the World Championships, he and his brother Mo were part of the winning team.
Payne for 3. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Payne's got his second basket of the night.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
It's Suggs with the drive. The offensive rebound. Batadze finds Payne. Magic moving the ball around. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. MP outside. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Prince against Payne. Shot clock at 5. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. The 3 from MP. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if he's stacking up threes the way he is. I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
And so it's Milwaukee with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Take a look at Orlando. They haven't played up to their standards. Last year, they were an elite team. They need to find that mojo.
And switching gears now to that first half. What a difficult start for the Magic.
I give credit to their opponent.
And that about wraps it up.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
Checking out the group for Jamal Mosley to start the second half. So they'll have Bain and Wagner. Wagner is out there with Paolo Banchero. And it's Suggs in at the 1 spot. And Clark, something fundamental to good offense, but so often overlooked, the art of setting a terrific screen.
I tell you, a screen set well can do a lot for your offense and even for the screener. But it comes down to timing as well as footwork. You got to be able to set that screen legally, and then the ability to get out of the screen quickly is so important, as well as the correct angle.
Driving the lane.
Wagner's teammates encourage him to attack the rim. They love to see him be aggressive. Given these results, you can understand why that's the case.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Giannis Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Back to you, Kevin.
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report. And when you think about the greatest players, Clark, in Bucks history, it comes down to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I think that's where the list probably starts and ends. I mean, both of those guys led the Bucks to championship seasons and multiple MVP awards as well. But it's hard for me to say this, but maybe Giannis has a slight edge over Kareem. He's the all-time leader in points, rebounds, assists, and blocks for the Bucks. Giannis has added the mid-range game to his arsenal, and he's very effective from there.
Antetokounmpo against Banchero. Pass to Bain. Back to Banchero. There's Wagner with the 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. The Magic trail by 16. Outside, Bain. The 3 from Banchero.
Well, he won't miss many of those, not when he gets a good look like that.
And a wide open look for MP. That 3 off the mark. Orlando's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. And that one's good, Wagner.
Good to see Wagner knock down the 3.
MP outside. Turner finds MP. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Bobby Portis has checked in for Antetokounmpo. Blacks checked in for the Magic. Pass to Bain. Beyond the arc. There's Wagner with the 3. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now. He's been terrific offensively. You can bet they'll feed him down the stretch, that's for sure.
Banchero, a screen on MP. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, love that. Banchero moves so well with and without the ball.
We often see Paolo Banchero with the ball late in the shot clock, and he usually delivers.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you shut off his dribble drive and then you seal off the retreat. And because he's so strong and good with the ball, he can bump you and get into the spot he wants to. He's got great power, and he's really a good finisher around the goal, too.
Pass to Banchero. Now, here's Wagner. Back to Banchero to the inside. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Wagner.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Rollins the pass to MP. The 3-pointer no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
3-pointer.
Sharp defensive instincts from MP, showing off his IQ as a defender.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
And the Bucks with some change. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Portis will function as the pivot with Antetokounmpo by his side. Gary Trent is out there with Cole Anthony. And it's MP in at the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Wagner with a screen for Suggs. The kick out to Bane. And the three ball is good. Bane's got 14 points now in the second half.
You know, he knocked down a couple from range in the first half, but now his confidence through the roof.
The shot is off. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. It's a one-point game. Misses the three. For Milwaukee, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And made for the bright lights. Big bucket there from Bane.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away. A different look for Milwaukee. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Portis. Torian Prince comes in for Gary Trent. And Rollins subbed in for Anthony. The Magic also changing it up. Paolo Banchero's checked in for Carter. And it's Franz Wagner in for Anthony Black. Ah, it's good!
Wagner, one of those guys that loves to deliver when it matters most.
Now MP. MP, the triple is down the hatch.
Huge bucket by MP. You know he's got to be feeling good after that one went down.
Now Banchero. The 10-footer. Right side, Suggs. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 is off. The Bucks leading. Now Turner. And stolen by Wagner. With the teardrop. Off the glass.
No shame or fear in this young fella. And Carroll going to take on any big shot. Love seeing that from him.
Here's MP. And get the 3. Now Suggs. Now Wagner. Wagner has screen on Giannis.
Going to need a better effort than that to get it past Turner. He is an elite rim protector.
MP, the 3 goes down.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. He told them, this is the passion I want us to play with every night. Now, my question is, how are we going to finish? Are we going to be passive, or are we going to take what's ours? Guys, back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report.
Important and big bucket from Wagner. We've seen him play in some pretty hefty international games. He's not afraid of the big moment.
Bane against Prince. Suggs. Missed on the 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Now MP. "17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bane rips down the rebound. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Banchero with the ball. Suggs outside. No good from 3. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Rollins is out there with Prince. And it's MP in at the 3, the small forward. Now Wagner shoots the 3. 3 Good.
They want the ball in his hands when the situation calls for it.
Bucks trail by 3. Here's MP. And again for 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Suggs up top, covered by Rollins. Now Wagner. 5 on the clock. Cleared away by Turner.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of this comfort zone.
Cleared away by Wagner. And so Wagner will bring it up for Orlando. Rebounded by Antetokounmpo.
No matter how good you are, it's tough with the defender draped all over.
Knocks down the 3.
Give MP credit. He's always looking to keep his teammates involved.
The Magic trail by 3. We're in overtime and 90 seconds gone here in what has been a great one so far. And down goes the 3.
Love the way Wagner has really embraced more of a leadership role over time, including taking and making big shots.
MP, the long shot, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Takes the 3. Dan Carroll vacuums it in. Orlando's gone 2 for 3 from beyond the arc to begin overtime. Now Wagner. Payne looking around. And the 3 misses. Here's Prince. And he misses the J.
He will not be happy with himself. Got a good look from mid-range there.
Here's Wagner. And Carroll inside. Antetokounmpo's there. So it's the Bucks now. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
And these are the moments he's worked for. MP delivering down the stretch.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
Here's Van Carroll. Suggs outside. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. And they move on to the NBA Cup semifinal. These guys are firing on all cylinders.
And really doing their best to represent the Eastern Conference. This is a proud...
30-plus points usually means you had a good night.
Man, it is hard work.
Kevin, back to you.
We appreciate it very much, Dominic. Thank you. Thank you for joining us.